Hi there. Welcome to our offices at Valley Prep Tutoring. And this is a message to moms. Nice to meet you. I'm Pamela Donnelly. I'm also a mom. So if you're not a mom, this isn't for you. But if you're a mom, I just wanted to kind of reach out and share with you something really from my own heart, which I've noticed both as a teacher and also as a mother. As we get into those teenage years, it is so challenging, isn't it? I mean, we give birth to these beautiful little babies and we protect them and protect them and protect them, and then all of a sudden they just want nothing to do with us, and you've got like a 13 or a 15 or a 17-year-old, and their lives become much more independent. And of course they want something to do with us. I mean, we're still hopefully having dinners together several nights a week. We're still, having activities together as a family, but it shifts. So what I wanted to talk to you about today is the importance of finding a mentor to work with your young adult or your teenager in helping them navigate the latter middle school and certainly the high school years. Whether it's a tutor or whether it's someone in your church or synagogue or temple, whether it's a neighbor or another family member, but it can't be you. Isn't that painful? Don't you wish it could just be us? I mean, gosh, we gave birth to them. Doesn't it seem like we should be able to be the sun, moon, and stars for these children? The answer is no. We're not there to be their best friends. We're there to be their moms, and that's a really high calling, as you know. And we can't be that mentor. We can help them and we can share with them, but as they're going through that necessary individuation process, there are ways that we have to kind of take our hands off the steering wheel and allow other trusted adults to come alongside. And that can be a little frightening as a mom, but it's so necessary. So I encourage you to consider who in your circle can you, not as necessarily an official thing where you go to your 14-year-old and say, hey, Johnny, guess what? Here's your mentor. And then be like, yeah, right, I'm busy, bye. Jumps on the skateboard and there he goes, It needs to probably be more subtle in the way that you introduce this energy to your child's life, but it is going to be so important for them. They need a place to go to talk about academic issues and concerns, but also personal things that come up. I can just tell you that over the years as a tutor, as often as I've been asked to help with things that have to do with academic projects and homework assignments and test prep, very often, probably 20% of the time, students are reaching out to me asking about help with a situation with their boyfriend, for example, or something happened last week at school and I feel kind of weird about it. Can we spend the last 5 minutes a session talking about that? And I consider it certainly a very sacred privilege and a trust that a parent would have, that I would be in a position where I would try to feed back to that student ways of processing that. Certainly if anything major comes up, I communicate that with the parents, but it's just an important piece that not everybody has, and not every parent knows to sort of create or generate or help to cast that vision for providing that for the young person. So I certainly encourage that. I can tell you from experience, my oldest daughter is 25, so she's already out of college. And I can tell you when she was in high school, it was really challenging for me that she was individuating, as they say in psychological circles. She was individuating, which made me feel like, hey man, what am I, chopped liver? But what she was actually doing was creating a circle of other voices that she could trust that would help her navigate. And indeed, by the time she got to college with her degree in psychology and graduated, I just have been astounded at what she's been able to create for herself, not because I was the one holding her hand the whole way, right? But because I, even though it was painful, sort of had to let go and trust some of these other people to come alongside and help. So, as they say, it takes a village, so, let the village help. It's sometimes challenging out here in mom world, isn't it? So my heart goes out to you. I salute all of us for what we do every day. My younger daughters are both still in middle school, so I've got a little bit of that terrain ahead, so I'm going to take my own advice and try to make sure that they have what they need. They're in 7th and 8th grade right now. So let's fight the good fight. These kids are worth it. I'll talk to you soon.